is to help everybody, to keep people's job.
Sorry, who are you encouraging to join the NAIBUCA?
The organization, the labor union within an organization.
Okay.
They encourage to join NAIBUCA. And what they do is that once they know that what is meant for is to encourage those that are positive to retain their job, they will go back to their management to also say, this thing is something that we have to also make sure that we keep them for their job. So they are part of...
okay, let's quickly take this call if we can. Hello. Hello, are you there? Unfortunately, we can't get you so well on this side. Perhaps you try again. Okay. Now, fine. Let's say somebody gets a job. He's gainfully employed and he's doing his work. He's not being discriminated against in the workplace. But how well can he do the work? Isn't it true that somebody living with HIV has to have a lot of hospital visits, has a lot of sick days? Is that true?
That is why we are talking about early detection now. That is a campaign now. And then there's what we call test and treat. You test somebody is positive, you immediately start treatment. You don't want to wait until it becomes, you know, there's a difference between HIV and AIDS.
That's right.
HIV is when you're carrying the virus. That means that you're still living a healthy life. It has not damaged any part of the system. It has not given you an overt signs that you can see, maybe vomiting or getting lean, loss of hair and all that. So you are still seen as somebody that is living healthy. So at that stage, and when you start taking a drug will bring down the virus. And that is what we call, at the level of what we call viral suppression. And we call that stage epidemic control.
Okay.
That means that the person, even if you are married, you are not likely to contract it to your wife because there's a control. There's a limit to which the virus will get in your body that it will not be able to infect other person. And that's why nowadays we are talking about getting a negative baby from a pregnant woman that is positive.
Okay.
And that's what Lagos is doing. That's why we are taking the issue of pregnant women serious, because we believe when we remove positive infants from the number of people that are positive, the prevalence rate will be dropping down.
Because they are receiving, 76% of them are receiving treatment. Kudos to all of you.
That's right.
But talking about this viral load now, is it that the viral load is not allowed to grow, or it's actually brought down? What happens with the treatment?
The treatment, what they do, the drug, what it does is that the cascade of events that occur by the virus in your body, the treatment is kind of, you know, reducing that cascade of event.
Okay.
It does not allow it to multiply again. The virus has tendency to multiply and multiply and multiply.
So it cuts out that multiplication.
That's
Let's
system.
quickly take this call. Hello.
Hello. Hello.
Hello. What's your question?
Hello. Hello. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. I need to hear you. Could you speak louder?
Yes. I'm asking the man taking the global street. Is there no solution or job that can do this treatment finally? As a Nigeria, always taking antivirals, what are they doing at their own level to make sure that this treatment has gone finally? Thank you very much.
Thank you, Laddie. I guess he's talking about a cure.
Cure.
How far along are we on that path?
I think globally, everyone will soon be laughing, because what has brought us to this stage of even reducing viral load is a plus for scientific invention. So I want to believe that in the near future, very soon, there will be a total cure in terms of HIV/AIDS. But I think even the way we are now, like I said, you don't die of HIV/AIDS, and I think that's a plus for me, you know, because you see people that are 80 years, that are 90, and they are positive for HIV/AIDS, and they are living their healthy life. You don't even know that they have anything. So I believe that getting the cure is something that scientists, they are, you know, working, you know, tirelessly. And for Nigerians too, I mean, a lot of our, you know, academicians, they are also part of the world research in terms of, only recently I was in the US, in New York, and then I found out that even about 30% of Nigerians are participating in the US in terms of this research for HIV. So that's a kudos for us as a Nigerian. And I believe it's something that we need to sustain.
Okay, finally, in 2 seconds, I'm concerned about a key population, people in prisons. Are you giving attention to those people?
Yes, we are. As an agency, we focus on the public, you know, health aspects of those people. And what we do is that some organizations, they register under us. We have organizations that take care of key populations like FSH, like Health Alliance and all that. They are mandated to go to prison, testing them, and then commence drug for them immediately. So we don't, leave them, because we know that minutes the person comes out, most of the people that we call MSM, they are not really MSM in quote. They are also heterosexual. They have wives. Okay. And this spread can also continue. So that is why we're concerned with medical angle. You took far more than our 2 seconds, but thank you so much for coming on the show, Dr. Temowo. It's been wonderful having you. And thank you also for being with us. Thank you for your calls. Let's do it again next week. Have a wonderful day. I am Mary Alale Yusuf.